Republican candidates for president clash on stage in Southern California, trying to stand out to voters in the second GOP debate.
What we have to do is get back to the core issues about the family. We have to get back to behavioral health and mental health.
Our laws are being broken every day at the southern border, every day. And Joe Biden and his crew is doing nothing about enforcing that law.
People in Washington are shutting down the American dream with their reckless behavior. They borrowed, they printed, they spent, and now you're paying more for everything.
We have to start prosecuting according to the law. We have to make sure we have the backs of law enforcement, and we have to make sure that we're a country of law and order.
Wages are not keeping up with inflation. Auto workers and all American workers are feeling it, and families are struggling in this economy.
Put people back to work. We are using taxpayer money to pay people more to stay at home than to go to work. That is wrong.
Every county in America is now a border county because fentanyl has devastated Americans in every single state.
7 Republicans battled for airtime and a piece of second place in the polls. Good evening. I'm Julie Hayner.
And I'm Mike Meeback, the leading candidate, again, opting not to participate. Our political reporter Greg Lee here in studio with more on tonight's big debate. Greg?
Yeah, Mike, Julie, good evening. Time is running out for these candidates to catch up to former President Trump in the polls. We're less than 4 months from the Iowa caucuses, and you could almost feel the frenetic urgency to stand out tonight. 7 Republican presidential hopefuls took the debate stage in Southern California at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. At the second debate, the economy, again, front and center, as candidates targeted President Biden's policies and his visit to striking auto workers.
Joe Biden doesn't belong on a picket line. He belongs on the unemployment line. Bidenomics has failed. Wages are not keeping up with inflation.
Biden showed up on that picket line, but why are those workers actually there? It's because of all of the spending that he has pushed through in the economy that's raised the inflation.
The reason why people are striking in Detroit is because Joe Biden's interference with capital markets and with free markets.
For the second time, former President Trump, who's leading the polls by more than 40 points, skipped the debate. Some of the candidates, including second in the polls, Ron DeSantis, wasted no time in slamming him.
Donald Trump is missing in action. He should be on this stage tonight. He owes it to you to defend his record.
You're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record.
Trump again put on some counter-programming, speaking to auto workers in Michigan.
Yesterday, Joe Biden came to Michigan to pose for photos at the picket line. But it's his policies that send Michigan auto workers to the unemployment line.
The candidates fielded questions on immigration, crime, schools, the pending government shutdown, and more. After serving as chief instigator last debate, Vivek Ramaswamy tried to change his tune, seeking party unity.
I think this artificial division is unhelpful in our party. The real divide is not between the Republicans on this stage. And in the Reagan Library, I want to say these are good people on this stage.
The good feelings did not last long as others clashed with him over his foreign policy, including Ukraine and China.
By degrading the Russian military, we actually keep our homeland safer, we keep our troops at home, and we all understand Article 5 of NATO.
We have to level with the American people.
I thought you said something about waiting until your turn to talk.
TikTok is one of the most dangerous social media apps that we could have. And what you've got, I honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber.
One thing all the GOP rivals did agree on, steering clear of a survival-style question of who should drop out.
Which one of you on stage tonight should be voted off the island?
We're here, we're happy to debate, but I think that that's disrespectful to my fellow competitors.
With time running out, this crowded field trying to find a way to chip into Trump's lead.
This guy has not only divided our party, he's divided families all over this country.
Polls don't elect presidents. Voters elect presidents.
Right.
And we're going to take the case to the
Now, after the debate, a senior advisor to Mr. Trump posted on social media calling the debate boring and inconsequential, also saying the RNC should put an end to any further primary debate so everyone can focus on President Biden. In studio, Greg Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Greg, thank you for that. Governor Newsom